Good morning, Coach Jess from CrossFit Rittenhouse here to talk about Thursday's WOD. I'm excited. Let's jump in. So for your warm-up, as per usual, you have 3 rounds of 3 movements. We got to get those shoulders warmed up, so we're going to start with some Turkish get-ups. So just to review, because I know that everyone tuned in for Turkish get-ups earlier this week, and you're all absolute pros at it. So I know I'm just reviewing with you. The knee that's bent is the fist that punches the ceiling. Big breath in, exhale, roll over and onto your elbow. Replace your elbow with your hand, keeping your eye on the kettlebell and the kettlebell directly over your shoulder. Squeeze that glute. Do that half of a glute bridge. Pull that knee through. Come into the half kneeling position. Stand up, and then we just go backwards. Boom. Knee comes down, hand comes down, pull the foot through, elbow comes down, and then we lie down. So you have 4 of those total, so 2 on each side. From there, Cossack squats. All right, so feet are nice and wide, toes are pointed slightly out, bend one knee, keep the other one straight. Make sure that your feet are wide enough so that you can get low so you can stretch those inner thighs. Alternating, you've got 8 total, so 4 on each side. From there, you got the Spider-Man T-spine rotation. Starting in the high plank position, bring your right foot up to your right palm, pick up your right hand and twist. Eyes follow the hand, open up your chest, feel that stretch between your shoulder blades, switch sides, we're going to the left now. Alternating, you're gonna do 4 on each side, 8 total. Boom. When you are finished with the 3 rounds of those movements, you're going to do a shoulder, couch, or chair stretch. So for that, right, bring your forearms to the chair or couch, whatever you've chosen. Straighten your arms out and then press your head and chest through your shoulders. Hold, deepening the stretch with each exhale for 45 seconds. Once you hit that 45 seconds, come up, take a big breath in, exhale that breath and go back in for another 45-second shoulder stretch. Oh, that feels good. I don't even want to come out. We have work to do. So before we get into our skill portion for the day, we're going to do a quick strength circuit to kind of warm up those muscles a little bit more and get them fired up and ready to go. So you'll have 3 rounds of the following 3 movements. The first one that we'll do is the floor press. Now, if you have 2 of the same dumbbells or kettlebells that you want to use for this, you can do both arms at the same time. I don't, so I'm going to show you what it looks like to do 1 arm at a time, right? So I'll take my 35 here. My feet are going to be flat on the ground, knees bent, lie straight back. I'm going to create a 45-degree angle at my armpit and then press straight up so that the dumbbell and my fist are over my chest and not my face, right? Come back down, right back up. If you're struggling a little bit, you can press into your heel. That will help you. That's why our feet are flat on the ground. After 8, you can switch sides as long as you do 8 on each side. From there, you have 3 to 5 wall walks. Now, this, the number of reps is going to depend on your skill and shoulder strength, obviously. So make sure that you make this your own. It's something that you are comfortable with. If you are not comfortable walking all the way back to the wall, don't do it. Your furniture is at risk. So let's keep ourselves and our things safe, you know? So for this, right, this movement starts from the floor. So we're lying on the floor, we're gonna press up and then bring 1 foot to the wall. Boom, right? Now the other. And then, like I said, I want you to walk as close to the wall as you are comfortable. Pressing through your shoulders, through your palms the whole time with nice active shoulders. Walk out with control and come down with control. So don't just fall off the wall. Hold yourself to a standard here. That's why you get to play with the reps. All right, so if you notice that in your first round, your 4th rep is looking a little shitty, right? Or just falling off the wall, looking like a whole mess, Maybe next round you only do 3. Maybe you start with 5, next round you do 4 and then 3. That's fine, as long as we're keeping that 3 to 5 rep range. From there you have Bulgarian split squats. So that simply means that the rear foot is elevated for your split squat. So I'm going to use my handy dandy couch here. Make sure that you give yourself plenty of room between you and the object that you're elevating your foot on. That way, when you go down into the bottom part of that squat, you're able to keep that knee directly over that heel, right? This is ideally what we want to see at the bottom of the squat. Pop straight back up. Notice how my front knee really never comes into full extension, so I'm not leaning back and trying to extend it. It's still a tiny bit bent at the top of that squat. Right, you want to make this harder? Cool. Make it a goblet squat. Boom. So you've got 8 of those on each side. Okay, so after you complete 3 rounds of that, then you can move on to the skill portion. So my understanding is this is going to become a cycle. So just like when we were in the gym, how we were choosing either handstand push-ups or strict press, today's the day that you pick one or the other. I'm just kidding. If you want to mix it up and do both, you can totally do both. Just know that you are going to see, this is going to be a recurring thing. So we'll talk about the strict press first. I know that some of you have barbells, and by all means, please use the barbell. I will demonstrate with my walking stick here since I do not have a barbell. Right, so for your strict press, we're bringing it up into that front rack position. Remember, we're not bringing the elbows out like we do when we're doing like front squats and stuff like that. So bring those elbows in a little bit and make sure that the wrists stay bent so that you're not supporting the weight of your barbell on your thumb. So right, a little bit of a bend there in the hand. Move your face out. Well, first of all, let's talk about the lower half here. Create torque at your hips and turn your core on by pulling your heels together and squeezing your butt. Right now you have a good base of support to support this strict press. Right, move your face out of the way, press that bar straight up, and then extend the elbows and keep those active shoulders in that upper part of that press. When you come back down, bring those elbows in front of you, move your face back out of the way, and then put it back. Right. We want that bar to take a straight path the whole time. So you'll do a max set of that and then give yourself 2 minutes of rest and then go and get after it again. If you're doing it with a dumbbell, same principle, right? If you only have one dumbbell, what you're going to do is a max set on your right, a max set on your left, and then take the 2 minutes of rest and kind of take notice of which arm is a little bit weaker. Same thing though, create torque at the hip so you have a nice base of support here, and then press straight up. No dip, right? There's no dip on that strict press. Oh, Lord. All right. Extend the elbow, and then your fist should be about over your ear in that overhead position. All right, now for what you've all been waiting for, Jess does handstand push-ups. So to review the handstand push-up, right, your hands are going to come about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall, all right? Kick up, catch yourself in that handstand position. Same principle as doing a strict press. So you're gonna bend your elbows, try to keep your elbows over your wrists, right? If you're doing strict push-ups, make sure that you come into that overhead position just like you would if you were holding a barbell, right? If you're doing kipping, come down, get your butt against the wall, knees come out to the side, but feet kick straight up. Boom. So you'll do a max set of that. Oh, blood, I'm fine, everything's fine. Max set, 2 minutes of rest, max set again. This is 12 minutes of deliberate practice, so you'll just continue until the 12 minutes is up. Cool, so let's talk about the WOD. So this has been named Jaren, and Grant has told me that once we get back into the gym, we will see this again. So let's get cracking. So it's 3 rounds for time. Your time is your score, and you can input it on Zen Planner today. of 15 handstand push-ups or strict press. I'm not going to go over those again. We just saw me do those. And then you've got 15 chair dips or regular dips. So I'm going to show you how I get my regular dips done at home. I've got these two lovely pink chairs. And set up correctly, they will support my body weight. If you have chairs that allow you to do this, I encourage you to find them and set them up. So I'm going to place my hands in the middle of the chairs, bring my feet up off the ground, and then lower down until my biceps are parallel with the ground. Press straight back up. That was awesome. And there you have 15 push-ups and 30 weighted squats. So there's no specificity on the weight, and there's no specificity on how you have to hold it. So I'm assuming that you can hold it down at your side. You can hold, like if you got a dumbbell, right, as long as you're getting full range of motion, hold it like that, goblet position, front rack position, whatever gets it done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have the most fun doing this. I can't wait to see all of your times on there. Until tomorrow.